Okay. I might have to push up with that stendo. They gonna call me Jen. Alright, let me open this stuff from the cord. Are we gonna watch Scary Comp?
My husband had no idea how we went from paying
Couldn't hear.
$156 a month to $29 a month.
No, we're not about to.
On September 20.
Scary Comp V9?
On September 27th of 2024, a woman named Jalen immediately grabs her phone to record something on camera. It isn't often the case that this happens, but tonight, it occurred once more. Jalen had been lying in bed while doing work on her laptop when something noticeable appeared from the corner of her eye. Now, given that this incident took place at her grandparents' house, a place abundant with numerous vintage items, she finds it unsurprising that this happened. Some of these items, as she believes, could be cursed or haunted. But even if they weren't, she would still be afraid of coming back to this place, and it's all because of this incident. The following is her footage. Watch.
The hell? Place look creepy as hell.
This thing just moved.
Bro, she going crazy in there tonight. You need to get out of that house, bro. This is out, like, this is insane.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and sticking forth in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a good win. Let's see how they win that moving forward.
Look, there's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're down, if you don't care if it's by $5 or something like, you just happy that you moved to 2-2. The injury to Parsons, and we don't know anything at this point, he just left by a car with a left shoe off. How do you assess what that man is?
Wow. El cameraman.
The door just moved.
Her scary ass. Hey, I think she crazy. She's saying shit. He didn't get out of the house. Bruh, what's going on?
Are you real? You can do it again.
Don't give him permission, don't.
I won't watch.
arm moving.
It was at this point that Jayla knew that what she had seen earlier wasn't just in her head, but rather something real. Somehow, the mannequin begins to move. Only moving ever so slightly, the mannequin seemingly comes alive.
Dog,
But strangely,
what?
it's only when Jaylen isn't looking directly at the doll. It's as if it's trying its best not to get caught by being very subtle. However, seeing that a mirror was catching its reflection, she tricks it into showing itself move. Now, there is something else about this video that viewers have noticed. Whether a coincidence or not, viewers can't help but think that the balloon and the door closing on its own played a role in diverting Jaylen's attention, almost as if they were meant to prevent her from seeing the doll. It is strange how both objects intervened whenever she tried seeing it, but despite their efforts in obstructing her view, she finally catches it. So then, the question is begged, just how exactly did the doll move on its own, and was it merely a coincidence that things were trying to block her view? Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Hell?
But as always, let me know what you think down below.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Solar raids are a great opportunity to get your foot into the door and get comfortable with the combat.
In the following video, a man is inspecting a property where something very alarming was caught on camera the previous night.
See, guess what? Meron na naman kaming mga hindi.
As it turns out, a homeless person had broken into the property, and it's
Golly.
Benji's job, the person recording this, to get him out of there. However, unbeknownst to Benji, it wouldn't just be a squatter he encounters, but also something else. In his own words, this house terrifies him. It's the one place that he doesn't like to check for squatters. He often encounters them on the properties that he owns, which is why he's made this into a video series. But it's the following video from this whole series that has left viewers creeped out. This is what he caught.
Ayun. There is somebody in here.
Yo, this.
I know you're in there, man. Hello? Police! I know you're in there, man.
Bruh, what? This guy's scared.
What the hell?
What the hell? Bruh! Bruh! Who the hell? Who is this, cuz? Get out that nigga house, man. He trying to protect his rental property.
She's in your house, man. Oh, this smells like shit.
It was seeing the door open by itself that spooked out Benji. His first thought upon seeing it move was that the squatter was in there, but strangely, that wasn't the case. He would eventually come to the conclusion that this was just a draft or a wind current that moved it. But fast forward to only a week later, and Benji uploads a video that completely changes this notion. Benji is back at the house, ready to confront the person inside. Expecting a squatter, he grabs his phone to record them. What he records, though, is a different type of encounter. Take a look.
Hello? Hello?
Oh God.
Hello?
Yo. That joint, the screen was wiggling when he was looking right there, dog. Look, it was wiggling. The screen was wiggling. The hell? Cuz. Get out. Get out that house, cuz.
It appears quickly, but if you slow the footage and zoom in, you'll notice a dark figure standing inside this room. Although briefly seen, Benji immediately spots it before taking a second look, but when he looks again, it's not there. It stands motionless for just a moment before disappearing in an instant. Even weirder is that the camera seems to be either glitching or picking up something unseen. All of this happens before suddenly the door starts to partially close on its own. Now Benji, having dealt with many squatters before, naturally assumed that this was another trespasser, so he runs over to the person to confront them. But when he gets there, no squatter is found inside.
There's a ghost
To this
in there.
day, Benji wonders what had been inside his house, but according to him, if he had a guess, it definitely wasn't a squatter.
It's game day at Raising Cane's.
That's crazy.
We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken.
Living somewhere in Georgia, a woman named Felicia had caught footage of something that's left her shaken up
Felicia,
ever since it's
ew.
happened. Although having watched this video multiple times, she still can't make sense of this footage. In the video, Felicia is seen playing with her dog on her back porch before suddenly it happens. It's easy to miss the first time, but upon replaying the footage and amplifying the audio, you hear this. The reason behind Felicia's fearful reaction is now clear. A disembodied voice had spoken to her. Listening closely, it sounds as if it's saying, "Get out." Understandably, Felicia runs away in a panic frenzy. She leaves the door open for her dog, but for some reason, he doesn't want to go inside. Even he is sensing something unusual. From the curtain behind Felicia moving at the same time the voice is heard, to her dog being afraid of going inside, Felicia believes that this was paranormal. Now, no further clips have been posted by her, which only helps to make this incident a total mystery.
That was creepy. That was a creepy one right there. What the hell?
In the following video, a pair of teammates are passing a ball in front of a camera, showing audiences what they do before playing a match. It's Friday night at a soccer stadium, and both players are fully immersed in a small pre-game warm-up. But while both players pass the ball to each other, audiences notice something unusual in this footage. It wasn't until someone made a video pointing out something in the background that people started rewatching the original to see if it was true. To their shock, it was. As both players passed the ball to each other, This is captured.
And then when you get quicker, what tends to happen? More mistakes happen. But that is what development looks like. If you're cruising at a speed that's comfortable, yes, it looks good and it looks cleaner, but you're not going to get better.
It's like a little kid.
Making mistakes here, and then you get to that level, and then you go again, and it's never ending. It's the same.
Now, the social media account that posted this video had no idea what was captured until tons of comments started coming in, mentioning the supposed ghost. It's recorded from a distance, but not so far that it's hard to make out something moving. Now,
That's
just
too
to compare,
perfect
there's a
of
person standing up
somebody's
right here,
shadow.
and right across from them is a row of bleachers filled with people. Both are clearly recognizable as people, but this, even from the same distance, is unrecognizable. It's clear that something is moving, but it's not obvious as to what
crazy.
exactly is being seen. While some speculate that this might be the spirit of a legendary soccer player running in the bleachers, others are quite baffled by it. With no comment or explanation given by the account that posted this video, the question remains unanswered. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Now, the following video comes from Virshini, a mother who lives in a quaint house where it seems that things have gotten very unsafe for her family. Despite living in a safe neighborhood, it's the house itself that's been causing the most concern to Virshini. According to her, something is in this house, and it's messing with her family. From cabinets that are found open when no one had been inside the home, to her children seeing things in the dead of night. One can safely assume that the family has been put on edge ever since moving in. But out of everyone, it's the baby who's been the most affected by this move. For some reason, something strange always happens inside the room. The following video is just one of many instances in which something inexplicable happens. But unlike other instances, this one has left the family pretty spooked. This is what they caught.
Oh God.
Had it not been for the baby monitor inside the room, Virshini would not have known the source of the sudden noise. She searched the whole space, only to realize later that the noise had come from inside the dollhouse. But the source itself is what scares her. Moments before making a sound, the toy is seen hovering slightly off ground before being shot up into the air and making an audible clack. Virshini jumps up in response, as she later would when looking at the footage. Ever since then, she's taken safety measures to ensure this doesn't happen around her children. But still, the activity continues.
How do
Just
you
like
take
viewers,
safety
Virshini
measures
is
to
left
make sure it
wondering
doesn't
how
happen
the
around
toy
your children?
moved, and if
You
there have
don't
been
know
any
what's
other
even
strange
happening.
events in
You
this
don't
room
even
that weren't caught on
know what the
camera.
hell going on. I'm so confused.
On October 2nd of 2024, a live broadcast on a TV news network left many viewers who tuned in completely spooked. The footage captured during this live transmission had nothing to do with the news report that was being covered. In fact, it was so out of place that viewers had to rewatch the broadcast to confirm what they saw. Now, thankfully, someone recorded the whole broadcast in question. Just like viewers, Shane was left creeped out upon seeing it. He replays the live stream and shows exactly what was caught.
Oh my
Watch.
God.
Go ahead, Dad, play it. You'll see it starts in from up here, it comes down and does a swirl. It comes down and there's another one that pops in over here.
But the alien footage,
Contributor and former national Pence. First, your reaction.
Now rewind it in slow-mo.
the Green Goblin.
Security advisor. First, your reaction.
Why the screen
I'm gonna
black?
fast forward it and some of how you did it earlier, because I could see it.
Now, the quality of Shane's video isn't exactly HD, which makes it hard to tell what's being seen. But fortunately, another viewer watching the same program recorded the incident. Take a look. Having a closer look, one can see why many viewers replayed this exact moment on TV. It looks as if a dark, shadowy figure zips by. While the idea of this being a bug has been thought of, many comments claim that it can't be a bug, as it would have to be very close to the lens for us to notice it. This figure, whatever it might be, isn't as close. From thoughts of this being the Grim Reaper to the idea of this being a ghost, it's clear that viewers were spooked out of their minds. But whether ghost or not, I'll let you be the judge on what exactly was caught on
That
camera.
shit's like a witch or something. Golly, bro.
We're Zounds, the online music shop ranked #1 in customer service by Newsweek.
At around 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, a man quickly takes out his phone to record this exact spot shown on screen, where apparently something very strange happened.
Someone was walking by, bro, and they just disappeared when they got by the tree.
Someone or something had disappeared right in front of him, and he knows this for a fact, as he wasn't the only person to have seen this. Just like him, the man crossing the road had seen the figure vanish on the sidewalk. Having no other way of showing what just happened, the man continues to record in the hopes that it reappears. But as he films, this happens.
And she just disappeared in the sidewalk. What the fuck? I know you guys ain't believe me, but somebody walking by. ¿Qué pasó, güey? ¡Oh, güey, mira! Ahí va saliendo. What the? Mira. What the hell? Salió de la. What the? What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey?
It appears that the man had fled upon seeing what looks to be a dark, shadowy figure manifest out of nowhere. It seemingly emerges out of the brick wall as if somehow phasing through it. But looking closely, that doesn't appear to be the case. They, or it, just suddenly appears like it was already there. Knowing for sure that nothing had been there, the man continues to record in total disbelief. What just happened, according to him, is something that can't be explained. Now, it's hard to say for sure if that's so, especially with no further context or additional footage. But like always, I'll let you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else been captured?
I wonder what that is, bruh. Like, is that what possesses people?
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. No one else was home when this happened without saying, but what was captured has free.
Alright, bet.
Now, this last video was submitted to me by Hannah P, who caught something on camera that she can't seem to explain. It goes without saying, but what was captured has freaked her out to say the least. She had just finished eating dinner when suddenly she heard what sounded like a creaking noise coming from her staircase. No one else was home when this happened. As Hannah scrolls on her phone, this is captured.
I was invited because of lesbian geography, and we've been together almost ever since for 40 years. What was your first impression of her after knowing her? So exhausted. We're in a normal Molly sweatsuit. And I was in blue jeans and a plaid white shirt and a big.
That's crazy. Why is she approaching it with the dog?
Hello?
Why was she
Needless to
approached?
say, Hannah has been left immensely terrified by this seemingly inexplicable incident. Somehow, a creaking noise is heard
Yeah,
on the staircase,
you
despite there
approach?
being no one on the stairs. Her dog seems to notice this, given that he barks when the creaks are heard. But creepiest of all, the sound of charging footsteps descending the staircase and towards Hannah is caught on camera. Now Hannah has had this happen to her more than once, which doesn't faze her as much as when it happened before. But like all incidents, this one has yet to be explained. Just who or what was running down the staircase? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon.
Alright. P. Diddy man.
Oh, what is it you're holding?
YouTuber accidentally finds satanic sacrifice
There are some
site.
places in the world that are so evil that you can feel the demonic energy when you're there. I know you guys have heard the stories of haunted houses or old native burial sites where the evil lingers in the air. While I don't believe in ghosts, I do believe there's a spiritual realm that coexists with our physical world. While I don't believe ghosts are what cause paranormal activity in many of these famous supernatural cases, I do believe some of these instances could be caused by demonic entities. While most stories of haunted locations are nonsense, one location that is believed to be haunted by demons is the abandoned Aerojet test facility deep in the Everglades of Florida, as it has real ties to a satanic cult and real sacrifice rituals. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about the YouTuber who accidentally stumbled upon a sacrifice site in the Everglades of Florida. Let's get right into it. We live in a physical world that coexists with the spiritual world, and sometimes those two worlds collide. While I don't believe in ghost stories, I do believe that demonic forces do exist. Many people who practice the occult and join cults dedicate their lives to serving many demons and deities. I believe in rare occasions, demonic energy can attach itself to someone or a location, especially in places where satanic cults gather to do their rituals for these demonic entities. Places these demons attach themselves to often experience unexplained evil. This is exactly what's taken place in the abandoned Aerojet rocket testing facility in the Everglades of Florida. While you might be thinking that an old abandoned rocket testing facility site would be the last place demons will reside, well, the thing is, this isn't just any old testing facility. It actually belonged to the rocket scientist Jack Parsons. Now, if you saw my video on Hollywood putting real rituals in the Strange Angel TV show, then you should know exactly who Jack Parsons is. For those who didn't see that episode, Jack Parsons was a famed rocket scientist who was living a double life. By day, he worked on developing the technology that powered rocket ships, and by night, he was the grand magus of a satanic sex cult called the Lima. Jack Parsons was a devout follower of the infamous occultist Aleister Crowley. He was actually chosen by Crowley himself to become the Grand Magus of his lodge. The government knew Jack Parsons was an occultist and a Satanist, as they discovered it when they did a background check on him. Even though they knew he was participating in satanic rituals, he was still hired to work on the development on the first engine used to power rockets. He was given millions of dollars, and then he used that money to buy a mansion that he turned into a lodge. Parsons would perform occult rituals every single day, and it's actually believed he passed away while doing one of those very rituals. One of the most interesting details about Jack Parsons was how he used occult magic to create the fuel that made him rich. Jack Parsons actually uncovered the science he used to make the engine while performing an occult ritual. So technically, the development of the rocket ship was possible due to occult magic, which is definitely suspicious if you ask me. Jack Parsons owned a company called Aerojet and had a secret testing facility in the Florida Everglades. This facility was supposed to be used to work and test rockets, but much more sinister things were taking place there, as you will soon see. Jack realized that this testing facility was the best location to practice his satanic rituals, as it was in the middle of nowhere. While he worked on rocket ships, he was also performing satanic occult rituals. Parsons ended up passing away at the very young age of 37 years old, mysteriously in what many people think was a ritual gone wrong. It wasn't long after his passing that his facility was closed down and forgotten, or so we thought, as the area was still being used by occultists to this very day, becoming a hotspot for occultists looking to perform satanic rituals. That's exactly what this YouTuber Mike Kimmel, otherwise known as Python Cowboy, accidentally discovered. Mike Kimmel is a YouTuber who makes content about catching reptiles. One night back in April 2019, Mike was hunting for pythons in the Florida Everglades when he ended up coming across the abandoned Aerojet facility. Mike was told that he would be able to find pythons in that abandoned facility. When he got there, he found way more than just pythons. He found an active satanic ritual site instead of just pythons. Mike recorded all he saw, and what he saw was truly haunting and disturbing. The very first thing he saw when he got there was a pile of rocks with an inverted cross sticking out the top. He also notices several spray-painted inverted crosses everywhere. We all know inverted crosses are a representation of the Antichrist. This is what he was greeted with, which is not a good sign at all. As he approached the rock pile, he noticed a baby doll with an eye plucked out and inverted crosses painted on its head in ashes. Even more disturbing, when Mike lifted the rock pile, he noticed that the doll had a little red corn snake wrapped around his neck. He decided to pick up the snake when he noticed it was bleeding from its rear.
And first corner I am turning into the facility, see a very large rock pile. On top of that rock pile is a upside down wooden cross, and there's upside down red spray paint crosses all over this rock pile. And there was actually a little doll on the bottom of the rocks. There was a upside down ash cross put on its forehead. And what was really extra odd about this was there was actually a little red corn snake wrapped around the doll when I came up on it, wrapped around its neck. It started to move as I kind of started to approach it. And I did grab it, got a hold of it. Probably one of the stranger things I've come across. You know, this snake wasn't damaged or hurt in any way. I picked it up right off the rocks, and it was actually bleeding from it. This snake's maybe about a foot long. And I've caught a lot of snakes in my time, and none of them have been bleeding there. So that was a new one for me, a little strange for sure. Not quite sure what caused it, but the rest of the night turned out to be very strange.
And immediately began to regret it, as he realized this snake was most likely used in some sort of satanic ritual. Snakes are often used in many occult rituals, as the serpent is a representation of Lucifer. After seeing this, you would expect Mike to change his mind about hunting for pythons in this facility, but he decided to keep on looking. The next thing Mike ends up running into was a spray-painted message on the ground in Latin. He claims that he later went on to translate it, finding out it was a warning to stay out of the area.
Like 50-foot spray painting of what turns out to be Latin. Whatever that says, I ain't reading it out loud. And translated after I left there, it turns to say something along the lines of turn around, he's watching, run, hide, flee. You get the idea, you know.
From there, he ended up finding a room in the facility that had a huge pentagram sprayed painted on the ground. In the middle of the pentagram, they found a chair that was missing a leg, with a red stain on the ground close by. This was alarming to Mike, as he felt the stain on the ground was rather fresh.
And of course, we didn't know what the hell it said, so we just kept on and pushing on, trying to catch a damn snake. So moving further through the complex, I start to get to some of the bigger buildings. And I mean, these buildings, again, have been abandoned since the Cold War, what is it, the 50s or 60s. And they're covered in spray paint, a lot of cool different graffiti. But there's more than just graffiti tonight. We found actually like probably a 50-foot pentagram, red spray painted pentagram.
Yeah, let's get out of that room. So many upside down crosses yet, dude.
In the middle of the pentagram was a three-legged chair, and at the base of that chair was what looked like a pretty large blood stain. pretty fresh, not real old, and definitely looked like sin was possibly sacrificed or I don't know what, but definitely kind of a spooky situation. Really looking like, you know, they were trying to do some kind of ritual or who knows what. Y'all are gonna call me crazy for saying this. Actually, I was about walking into that room. Something grabbed my leg, and I looked down, and it's one of them dolls on the ground there with its eyes plugged out. Same cross as the one I found out there, and I'm sure, you know, I just didn't see it, and I hicked it while I was walking, but hey, it was a creepy night, y'all, and I swear to y'all, it felt like that sucker grabbed my leg while I was walking, but you call me crazy. So I proceed from the sacrifice room, whatever you want to call it, and I start making my way deep up into this building, and you know, there's just more and more stuff, seeing more satanic stuff spray painted on the walls. I actually came across this little room. I mean, there was stuff on the wall talking about sacrificing little kids.
Sacrifice.
What?
We gave her to the devil, all kinds of just terrible, terrible stuff. There was actually a little girl's nightgown. I'm sure it was spray painted red, but you know, it was meant to look like blood. Who knows at this point? It could have been nailed to the wall.
As you saw for yourself, Mike stumbled upon a real sacrifice ritual site. In certain parts of his footage, you can see where they spray painted the word sacrifice. Just by looking at the footage, you can see the evil coming from that location. I honestly believe real sacrifices are being done there, as Mike's footage even spawned a police investigation and news coverage. Due to how fresh that stain on the ground appeared, it looked like something was definitely sacrificed there recently.
2:30.
What I think is taking place at this facility is the continuation of Jack Parsons' cult. His followers must have continued to use this location for rituals and sacrifices. It's definitely not a coincidence that the owner of this facility was a Satanist and people were performing satanic rituals there. The media and many people try to deny the fact that there's secret cults that operate around our country and the world. Cults that look for places like these to perform their sacrifices and rituals. Like I said, while the Bohemian Grove and the Skull and Bones both have a mock sacrifice ritual, I believe the real sacrifice rituals are done in places like this. The places people don't really know about and never end up going to. This man just so happens to find all of this by chance, as it seems the only people that go there are homeless people and these occultists. God only knows what evil is being done in that abandoned...
Wait, I'm gonna pull up that one video. It's a video of Juice World. Like G Herbo was laughing at him. He's like, he's like, you ready to go sell his soul, y'all? It was a video, but I remember. Here it go.
Alright, y'all. I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich as hell. Alright?
You got checkerboard stuff on. He's saying he tripping as if he oblivious to what he doing.
I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich as hell.
Wait, it's that same video, my bad.
Look, Juice selling his soul. They ain't take too long, Illuminati, man.
What'd you say, Coop? This bitch ass nigga boy. Look at this bitch ass nigga boy. Hey, niggas not ready though.
Look, Juice selling his soul. They ain't take too long, Illuminati, man.
Academics was making videos about you selling your soul.
I gotta watch them. I ain't watched them.
You didn't watch that, but that was a thing for a minute. Juice WRLD sold his soul, right?
Yeah. No.
I don't think that you can actually sell your soul, so that's kind of weird for me to see this.
I don't think it's, look, Actually, you know what? I feel like all that it has the possibility of being real, but I think in a different sense. Me personally, hard work, dedication, faith, all that. That's what got me what I got. And just having the right demeanor and the right work ethic for the music. And knowing the right people. But I feel like the topic of like people talk about like the Illuminati and shit like that, that's been like the topic since when? When did people start talking about that again? Like 2008, 2007?
Probably something like that.
But I remember being young as my cousins coming in the room like, oh my God, if you fold the $20 bill this way, like the Twin Towers burning, saying all that shit. And then, I mean, I ain't really know too much what to say about it because it's like I was 7, 8 years old hearing my favorite rappers worshiping all type. You know what I'm saying? It was just weird, bro. But I don't really think that has nothing to do with music.
You're famous enough that have they asked you to join the Illuminati yet?
No, I haven't gotten any phone calls.
I'm waiting for it. Because I'll join.
I'm a join.
It's like joining the gang, bro. It's just like protection.
Boy, they finna stick so much in your ass probably.
That's what they do?
I don't know.
I'm not willing to.
tell
I don't
me,
want to join
Adam.
then. That totally changes my mind.
Tell me, Adam. They say they do some other
Whoa. Didn't know that it was that kind of thing.
It's not my type of party either, nor my cup of tea.
Yeah. You stayed true to your girlfriend since you blew up. How's that going?
Pretty good.
You're not tempted to go out and live that thought life?
Hell no. I'm too lazy for that.
Would take away from the 12 hours a day in the studio?
I'm like, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't really. What's stable about that? Life already unstable is. Why not try to have some foundations in your life?
That's beautiful.
You gonna cry?
I appreciate that. Your girlfriend's crying now too.
Hell no.
I'm just kidding. She
don't me.
doesn't care at all. She has no expression on her face.
I was trying to show her something earlier. All right, look. So I just got out the shower, right? And I was like, I just washed my hair. And I'm like, is my dread soft? Cause I don't want like my your fall out if it's dry and all that dye and shit. So I was like, did I wash it well? Pretty much. She's like, I think it's impossible for dreads to be soft. You remember when Uzi had them blonde joints and it was like curly at the end?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, Uzi had that. Show you. And she was like, I don't care.
Wow. So is that a big thing for you if your girlfriend doesn't like show interest in your hair?
Yeah, everybody has to show interest in my hair.
You said everybody has to show interest in my hair. What the heck?
Wake the fuck up.
Alright, y'all. I'm finna sell my soul. I'ma hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich
Is
as
that the
hell.
only video?
They said that it was just a joke. I mean, oh my God!
Funny shit, I could never sell my soul, man. I ask God for too much, man. I ask God for too much, man. What's up with y'all artists, man? Y'all think y'all could just come in the game and y'all selling y'all soul, y'all getting cash? That's not the way to do it. You just pray, brother. Pray. Funny shit, I could never sell my soul, man. I ask
Niggas really think I sold my soul? Y'all crazy as hell, boy.
He did though.
I'm a God-fearing person, y'all ass.
If he went through with that act, like some stuff you can't take back once you do.
It's no news when we say that most rappers have traded their souls with the devil. The rap industry is very dangerous, with countless rappers losing their lives at a very young age. It's as if most of these rappers have traded their souls for fame. Keep watching till the end of this video to see the list of rappers who got caught selling their souls. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Bliss, what's up?
Juice WRLD. As part of the new generation of emo rap artists, Juice WRLD was widely regarded as a talented and promising artist. Unfortunately, his career
did all that
was
for no
shortened after
reason,
he
though.
overdosed on drugs, costing him his life.
It's not even worth it.
The rapper's lifestyle before his death has made fans and critics believe that he had sold his soul to the devil in exchange for fame. Juice WRLD had constantly rapped about his death, like he knew something was coming for him. In his song, Legends, the lyric said, "What's the 27 club? We ain't making it past 21. I've been going through paranoia." Lyrics like this kept on popping in his songs, and this became a worry for his fans. "I'm getting high before the flight, LAX to the Chi. Memories on my mind, been reflecting on my life. Something don't feel right. Down deep inside, I'm scared of my own demise. I need to confide to the love of my life. It's getting dark outside. It's getting darker inside." As if this wasn't enough, the rapper, while on an Instagram live,
It's like one
showing
day
his
he
fans
knew
how
he was gonna
doing his
kill
final
himself or
ritual
something.
and selling his soul
Crazy.
to the devil.
He basically killed
says,
himself.
"Hi y'all, I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit you up when I'm done."
Alright, y'all. I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich as hell.
This was just the confirmation fans and critics needed to conclude that the rapper had made an exchange with the devil. The rapper took to his Twitter to backtrack his earlier statement and was totally surprised at how many people really believed what he said. Juice WRLD replied, "I'm a God-fearing man. But how do you claim to be a God-fearing man and play with demonic? You're either here or there and can't be in between." I'm not sure if this was a coincidence, neither am I saying it is supernatural, but the famous Lucid Dreams rapper was just 21 years old when he lost his life. And remember, he had said in his music that he isn't making it past 21. This has to be one of the most accurate predictions of all time. Trippie Redd. There's no way the list is complete without Trippie Redd when mentioning unique rappers. Trippie has recently been compared to Lil Uzi Vert and the late XXXTentacion. The rapper, best known for his blend of hip-hop, punk rock, and emo influences in his music, has been caught selling his soul to the devil. Trippie Redd's physical appearance steadily gives demonic vibes. The rapper's choice of symbols and appearance are always dark and sketchy. Fans believe that you can tell he's demonic merely by looking at him. Trippie Redd has constantly portrayed himself as a demon and has been described as the most demonic rapper.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app and $9.99 a month for a music app and $12.99
Trippie
for
is
a
the most
fitness app
demonic rapper.
and more money for a bunch of other apps?
With the rapper's consistent use of the one-eye symbol and his choice of tattoos, everything just screams demonic. Trippie's music videos are also always dark, with satanic vibes and background. The rapper's Topanga video, where he was in the middle of several ladies, and the
he be
cult-like
playing around with that
gathering to
stuff.
which it looked like they were performing a ritual of some sort, that it won't be weird if you have a bad dream after watching it. The rapper had Baphomet, which represents the devil, in his music video. The rapper's constant use of the 666
Once you play with that stuff and
seems to be
portray
why
that
we're
stuff,
all convinced
you
he's
in it.
satanic.
Like,
Still, the
you could
rapper
try to
broke
be
it all
like,
down
oh, this
when he
is
took to his
just,
Instagram and explained what the
there's
666 mark.
There's like I don't know what it's called. Like, I don't know the name, but there's a style of entertainment or like subject where people play around with satanic stuff, and it's shocking, but they're not satanic or anything, and they just like play around with it, and they like spook you out by like sharing information about it or um stuff like. But yeah, just playing around with it, it holds weight. Just like how like a motivational video, that video you would feel bright and happy. Some satanic shit would be dark and heavy, and you're playing around with shit that you don't need to be playing around with. Like, it has that name for a reason. That's not just the name, and it's just like, yeah, this is just a name, and I know what it means, but I really don't know what it means. But I'm gonna play with it. Shit come with consequences for real.
means to him, saying, a
Like
lot of
even
y'all
if
are
he is like worshiping God when you go home and all that stuff, he's still portraying this out in the world. He still feel that stuff. That's his image. That's his like he feel the feedback of whatever character or whatever he portraying or if this is really him.
blind to
So yeah.
reality. He said, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, melanin in black people's skin. Do your research. Now, why I say TR666? Because Trippy Red is black, but Trippy Red is also dark. I make dark music, but I'm black, so I use it as a metaphor. Make sure you do your research, man, because these people could be telling you like 666 is the mark of the beast. According to Trippy Red, it's all some black power, and literally has no dark supernatural meaning, and you all are just tripping on the demonic. Well, it all comes down to speculations, cause there hasn't been concrete evidence to say that he really sold his soul to the devil.
Like Doja
Lil Nas
Cat,
X.
Doja Cat, I think she said like basically, or like a lot of her fans understand that she's just using the satanic and Illuminati stuff for symbolism and like playing on the fact that people think that she's an Illuminati. But that's the illusion though. Like if I can convince you that I'm not in it and I'm making fun at y'all believing that I'm in it and that it don't exist, it's like it could exist and you would never know. And it's just like that's the illusion. But yeah, all they do is portray demonic imagery because they know people are going to talk about it and that is going to gain attraction. And it's like we say we don't like satanic stuff, but we're quick to be like, oh, this artist is satanic, or we're quick to point out satanic stuff more than a artist doing something good or them doing something bad. So they have to put the satanic stuff in front of us to get our attention, ultimately.
It's no news that Lil Nas X is one of the hottest rappers in the rap industry at the moment. He's not only popular for his music, but also for how he manipulates the public to trend his music and also other
Bro be
matters
geeking.
relating to him. Everyone assumes that once you become popular as a rapper, you've sold
Like,
your soul to the devil.
He
And
a
the Queer
sellout
Rapper
because
was no different.
even
The
if
whole issue
he's
of
not gay or anything, he's still portraying certain characters that might go against himself. You can be an actor, you can be a rapper, but if he's truly gay, let him be gay. But he went across and said, I think I saw something where he said that he said he's straight or something, or he's just doing it for the industry. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with people being gay, but like if you're portraying something that's going against what you know is you, then it's like that's that's like selling your soul.
about Lil Nas X selling his soul to the devil came up when a TikTok account of a musician called Lyle went viral. In the TikTok post, Lyle posted, "My life effing. I'm an artist from the middle of nowhere. I've never gotten lucky or had any overnight success because I refused to sell my soul to the devil."
My life fing sucks. I'm an artist from the middle of nowhere. I've never gotten lucky or had any overnight success because I refuse to sell my soul.
Putting up a photo of Lil Nas X as an example of rappers who have sold their souls to the devil. Lyle, however, chose the wrong person, which caused people to hate her and get a response from Lil Nas X himself. The Old Town Road rapper took to his TikTok
So
and posted
is
a
Lil Nas
video
X
where he basically copied everything Lyle did in her video. The queer rapper added, "I now worship the devil because I let him smash once," referring to a scene in the video of his hit song, "Call Me By Your Name," where it took place. But
Lil
this is
Nas X fans have to be delusional because like he's saying stuff that the response of someone who believes what he's saying, they're gonna agree like he ate or something. Like I understand, like they're not really there. But he's a character. Like if you give him $500,000 and you need him to portray a certain thing, he'll portray and he'll do it. Some people do it, but it's like I think that we hold people. We don't know this guy. We don't like. Why do I care? Like a lot of these things are from for money at the end of the day, because fame can only do so much for you when you don't have like the mind to generate money. like from it, that's just gonna you just gonna be a famous bum after a while.
Isn't enough reason to say Lil Nas X has actually done so. On different occasions, the rapper has been accused of selling his soul to the devil because of the dark themes he often uses in his videos. All these came from the rapper's consistent use of satanic themes in his music videos. Using the rapper's music video of his song Montero as a reference, Lil Nas X was sliding down into hell after giving the devil a lap dance. This
Like,
attracted
bruh,
criticisms from different people.
you cannot, like, that's
Rapper's
like,
music
it's
video of his
GG's,
song
bro.
Montero as a reference, Lil
Like,
Nas X was sliding down into hell after
like,
giving
bruh,
the devil a lap dance.
this is over. Like, your manhood is destroyed. Like, you could wake up and not even want to be a rapper anymore. Your name, your image, you destroyed it with this. And I feel like you being a sex worker, depending on how far you went and stuff, you could redeem yourself. You could wake up 5 years later, nobody know what you've done and shit. But stuff like this is gonna be painted in kids' stuff forever. Like this painted forever. He's gonna be like 40, 30. Like he's gonna be like, I don't even want to do music anymore. And it's like this. This is gonna follow him forever. Like, what the hell? You do you not want kids one day? Like he gonna turn into a straight male. Years from now, he gonna turn into a full straight male and it's gonna like tear at him forever. It could. Like that's just crazy.
This attracted criticisms from different people, saying that he is not only encouraging worshiping the devil, but also scandalizing young
You
kids.
just can't come back
Lil
from
Nas X didn't
like
stop
from
here.
certain
The
stuff.
rapper went ahead and released 666 pairs of the Satan shoes, which was immediately sold out. With a pentagram pendant, a
Oh yeah, I
monogram
remember these
Bible
shoes.
reference to the devil, and a
Like
drop
you're
of human
literally
blood
making
in the
money
sole,
off
the
of
sneakers playfully parried
the devil's
Lil
name.
Nas X had intentionally targeted conservative Christians, which led to a statement from a religion scholar, Anthea Butler, where she said the music pushes every button that conservative Christians have. Alice Travis took to her Twitter, commenting on the video, saying, "Weak men are influenced by Satan. It takes a very insecure person to glamorize hell. You are only concerned with fame and money. I pray for your soul." Lil Nas X has replied to many people who had a lot to say about his music video. The rapper says, unfortunately, he has no dark agenda. His only aim is to tell people that it's okay to be who you want to be. You see, this is very scary for me. People will be angry. They will say I'm pushing an agenda, but the truth is I am. The agenda to make people stay the out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Are these claims enough to say that Lil Nas X has sold his soul to the devil? Well, we can only speculate as to whether Lil Nas X has really sold his soul to the devil, but without proof, it is impossible to confirm. The relationship between the devil and music has been on for some time now, and it won't be news if these rappers have really sold their souls to the devil. Do you think exchanging their soul for fame is a good decision? Join the conversation and let us know in the comment section.
Yeah. It's just people really don't know what they doing until years from now. Like he not gonna know until things change, like the landscape change. But he gonna always be successful forever. You never know. I, I don't wish on like a downfall on anybody. That shit's tough. Downfall is tough. Picking yourself back up is tough. But like you created what you fell off from. But yeah. I gotta freaking take my dog to the get a cut. So I will be back. I will be back later. Um I'm gonna turn these videos into longer thingies. I meant shit. I'm gonna turn this stream into videos. No, he knows I was on Jenny. Yeah, cause when a man don't have a dad or something like masculine to position himself up against, like to have a point of reference and all you see is this stuff, you're going to be influenced to do something. That's just like a lot of these straight teenagers. They have an abundance of gay jokes and can tolerate the gay jokes to each other. I can't tolerate that shit, but that's a whole generation of it. Is a whole generation of it, and that leads to other stuff. Like that leads to more. That leads to more stuff for sure. But yeah, I'm a I'll be back on Bliss.